What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to our FIFA 21 career mode with the mighty Boro. And today we have two quick fire games in the championship. It's a Saturday, Tuesday for us, as we've got Reading away from home before we host Rotherham at the Riverside. And if you haven't checked out any of the previous episodes, please do. If you haven't already, the comments and the views and the feedback I've been getting from this career mode so far has been absolutely outstanding. So yeah, I'm really grateful for everyone who's viewed, commented, liked, or put any sort of time towards these videos. I really do appreciate it. So, we've had an international break since the last game. A few things have happened. We've got a little message from Johnny Howson, which we'll have a little look at in a second. But yeah, we said we were going to get back to Coritiba, whatever they were called, regarding their offer from Marvin Johnson. And they've withdrawn it. They've withdrawn it, sorry. So that, yeah, they didn't like that we didn't get back to them in time. We were hoping to get back to them this episode. An international break in between. They just weren't having it, so they've withdrew their offer for Marvin Johnson, and he will remain a Boro player, which I'm glad about, to be honest. He obviously assisted in the last game, I believe it was. So yeah, it was the Huddersfield game. Sorry, he assisted for Roberts. So yeah, we're going to need him. So hopefully we can get over this and move on. Johnny has been in the office, and he says that he's been playing well lately and wants to start. So we'll definitely look into we'll definitely look into that. I'll just say I'll think about it, and we'll see if we can squeeze Johnny in to the team. But yeah, as for us, winless in 4, so we're looking to get back to winning games, hopefully, in this episode. One thing that I have noticed since the last episode is they have drawn the winner for EFL Player of the Month for September, and we didn't have any players in it. We didn't have Patrick Roberts. He was not even nominated. We've got 3 Bournemouth players and a Stoke player. What? They're just absolutely licking Bournemouth's backside. But Rico come out with the win. Sky Championship Player of the Month. Roberts didn't even get nominated. Whatever. But anyway, talking to Roberts, we're going to head to the Majeski now. So let's head to the team sheet. So here's the Boro team ahead of the Huddersfield game. As we've had an international break, everyone is fully fit and ready to go, including the guys who went away on international duty. So as always, we've got Bettinelli in goal, back 4 of Coulson, Hall, Fry and Jed Spence. Morsey keeps his place alongside George Saville. I have chose to not start Johnny Howson. I'm sure he'll understand. And then for the 3 behind the striker, I've put Marvin Johnson on the left and switched Tavernier to the right. So instead of having a striker on the right, we've got 2 out-and-out wingers, with Patrick Roberts, of course, in the middle and Ashley Fletcher up front. As for the bench, we've got Dyke, Steele, Howson, McNair, Brown, Assombalonga, Lewis Wing and Chuba Akpom. So without any further ado, let's head to the Majeski and face Reading. I'm not sure where they are in the league, but as always in this league, it's going to be a tough game.
The cameras are fixed to one man in a rich vein of form and #1 in the scoring charts. Can he do it again today? Live on EA TV. Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. My name is Derek Ray and joining me for commentary as always is Lee Dixon. And the focus is very much on live action from the Championship. It's Reading and they face Middlesbrough.
Cheers, Derek. Yeah, really excited about this one. Looking forward to some entertaining end-to-end football.
Well, as you can see, the visitors come into this game full of confidence in front of goal. The best attack in the league statistically.
Well, Derek, fans want to see goals. We all want to see goals. And this lot rarely let us down. They're prolific. Ian Wright would have scored an absolute hatful in this team.
A glance at the Reading starting 11. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the 3 just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free roll.
A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough.
They seriously need to fix that formation glitch. It really is doing my head in. There we go then. The team we've played today, actually. The day I'm recording this, we played Reading today in the league at home, though. Drew 0-0. Roberts played. Not, I'm joking. He was on the bench, didn't even bring him on for some reason. And we drew 0-0. But of course, he is in our starting 11. And hopefully we can beat the team's result in real life. And beat Reading today.
Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Now Saville.
Here's Saville in the middle.
Here's
Picks
Patrick
out
Roberts.
Roberts in that space, and he's absolutely wiped out there, but the referee
Well, for Middlesbrough,
says that the midfielder got the ball. And he's probably right. Here's Mighty.
How do you see it going, Lee?
Oh, Mighty.
Well, it was just one of those games that slipped away from him last time out, 1-0 away from home. But surely that extra work on the training ground...
Ooh, Hall's not won the header. He's out of position. Good job, George Saville was there on the clear-up. As we head it clear, but... good start from Reading.
Opportunity to deliver the cross.
Reading could get a cross in here.
Liam Moore.
Liam Moore on the right.
How can
Good
he
play
take them
this.
on and beat them?
Dale Fry is there though. And Johnson clears the ball away. But Roberts will never win a header in the centre of the park. Elise. And they're in here.
Well, wasted opportunity here.
Big save from Bettinelli, but it was offside. It's been a quiet first 20 minutes. I tell you what, Jed Spence. Oh, I don't know if that is offside. Maybe under the new rules that they're doing nowadays, but Jed Spence was not in line with the rest of his defenders. And that was a good save from Bettinelli anyway, but we have to defend better than that if we're going to prevent Reading from getting chances. But as for the first 20 minutes, it's been very, very even, and there's not been any chances to really talk of, as that ball from Coulson is absolutely terrible. Here's Elise, I think it is, on the left. Here's it back to Bristow.
Going well.
Struggling to find space to get the cross in. Oh, it's a good back heel. Here is Elise. Pulling Jed Spence out of position. And Jed Spence can't shake him off. And they're in the box. And the shot there is straight at Bettinelli. And that is the first shot on target in the game. 25 minutes in. And that is the first shot that we've had on target in what has been a very tight and close fought first half, with literally nothing to really say of note here, although we're going to try and get Roberts into the game here. He's been a stranger so far. And we have our first corner on the half-hour mark. This is good play on the left, though.
How can they open up the defence here?
Jaria, he's there, tricky. Number 10, but he can't keep the ball. And Saville sees that Tavernier is in a lot of space. This is the first time we've been in behind them here, the first real chance. Tavernier tries to look for Fletcher, who took a million... well, seemed to take an eternity to get into the box there, but we have a corner. And Elise, who's looked dangerous on the left. There's a massive gap into the middle, and Hayden Coulson is there, but his touch was classed as a pass back, so Bettinelli just had to hack it clear. And I assumed the defender was going to get ahead of Johnson, went for the tackle, and just booted it out of play, and that just sums up the first half, really. Although that throw-in also sums up the first half from Reading. Tavernier, good run from Jed Spence. His shot is blocked, and his through ball is also blocked. Jed just kept running into the box there, and in the end, I think Fletcher could have got in the way of his teammate's own shot. So corner number 3, as we're still waiting for our first shot on target. Corner comes in, and again it's dealt with. And can Reading counter-attack this time? Dale Fry, though, steps in the way of the counter-attack. And we could be in a position to whip another cross in. Fletcher is there! And with our first shot on target, Fletcher with a beautiful header across, back across the face of goal into the far corner. There's been nothing in this game, but we've got the lead we need.
Well, here's the replay, Derek. I love a ball into the box. You know that. It's a
What a
beauty.
ball.
And he gets up
And
for the header. And quite frankly, it's a lovely finish.
knew the keeper was expecting it to his right.
View of that goal.
So he headed back across. In terms of highlights, there's not been any.
Well, just look at the reactions on the touchline. They just need to keep their composure now. This is far from over.
But unlike most games, when we fall behind first, we've took the lead here on the stroke of half-time as well. It's 1-0. Morsey.
Ball played nicely.
See if we can get one more chance in before the end of the half. And what a ball that is. Tavernier with an extravagant cross, to say the least. And that will be the final act of the half. A quiet half compared to our usual standards, but the main thing is that we've got the goal that splits the two teams. And at half-time, we do lead Reading by 1-0.
And the break looks on.
Reading could catch us on the break as Maita, I cannot remember how you pronounce his name, but the cross is there. Oh, and maybe Elise overplayed it there. Tried to cross it back in when maybe he should have taken the shot and allowed Fry to get the block.
He could pick out a teammate.
But they can put another ball in here. Morsey doesn't fall for the fake shot. But this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Neither of the centre-backs knew between Fry and Hall which one was going to go to the striker. Luckily for them both, the shot was a poor one.
Sam Morsey.
Here's Morsey running into the centre of midfield.
Johnny Howson.
Here's Howson. He has got himself on.
Lewis Wing.
As has Lewis Wing, who's come on for Roberts. And here's Akpom. And here's Howson. Oh, almost. Howson. Howson's nicked the ball off the keeper. Oh, and the cross is blocked. That was an error from Reading there. Second cross blocked in, and Wings hit the bar. Akpom's there on the rebound. It's scruffy. It's not been great as a game overall. But we've got the vital second goal. One way or another. Oh, what a volley that was from Lewis Wing. It all come from their goalkeeper with a heavy touch before Howson nicked it off him. And that put Reading under pressure. And Akpom, who comes off the bench, gets his third goal of the season. It come from all three substitutes, really. Howson pressured the keeper. Cross come in. Wing hit the bar. And then Akpom scored. So all three subs playing a part in that goal. And with 15 minutes to go, with Reading not really offering much, that should hopefully be the game winner. Elise gets the better of Spence quite easily. He's been one of their few real attacking threats. And this is tidy stuff here. Elise in the heart of it again. That's a good ball. Oh, and the shot's a good one. And Bettinelli is pulled into action for the first time, but is equal to it. Only 2 minutes added on, and I think that sums up how uneventful this game has been. But it's been probably our best performance defensively. We've literally not given Reading a sniff. The midfield has been strong, and when the ball has got past them, the centre-backs have not gave their strikers any room. And that is a very, very satisfying clean sheet away from home.
Yeah, their 2-goal advantage in the end was just reward for their good play today for me. Worthy winners.
Reading fans not happy. I don't know if it's because of our good defensive performance or if Reading are probably the weakest team that we've come across so far. They didn't really threaten us at all, but we didn't do much either. But I guess we took the chances when they came. And we came to Reading and took all 3 points. And I think that's only our second clean sheet in the league too. We've beaten them by 2-0.
Gives it a go.
And just to show you guys the stats before we go, not much. I mean, I don't remember Reading even having 3 shots on target, but only 4 shots each, 3 on target. Nothing really to go off in terms of highlights, but it's the result that matters, and we've got it. Up against Reading, it seemed a hard game to call. You must be delighted with the win. Were you always confident you'd come out on top? Always confident in our team, and I've got to praise the defence. It's probably the best defensive performance we've had so far in the league, definitely. That has to go down as a very impressive win. I'm sure you're happy with the performance and the 2-0 scoreline. How satisfied were you overall? Very. You can't really ask for much more than that. And once again, we were well organised. Praised our strikers going forward many times this season, but defence deserved it today. Recently, you've moved Akpom back to his preferred position. His performances, though, haven't really improved. Is he getting to the point? I didn't really get all that question, but I think they might be doubting his place in the team, maybe his future at Middlesbrough. He's got a role to play here, definitely. We've just got 3 very, very good strikers with not much between them.
Questions, thanks.
So, a strong result at Reading. Big win. Howson is happy that he got to come on. He didn't start. He did come off on the bench and actually was key in the second goal, so I'm going to praise him for that. But the key in the Championship is consistency, and that win will be for nothing if we can't back it up at home to Rotherham. So let's head there now. So before we head to the next game, the Rotherham game, we've got another transfer offering for Marvin Johnson. Everyone just seems to believe that he's available for transfer. Seattle Sounders have come in from the MLS and they've offered a pretty similar deal to or identical deal to what was offered by the previous team. But his performance was good in the last game, so I am going to reject that offer for Marvin Johnson. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. So heading to the Rotherham game, unchanged apart from the striker, really. I can't really think of a reason to change a team that's just put in such a solid performance. You know, if it was in real life, I'd be banging on at the manager of Boro to say, why have you changed a winning team? So we're not really going to make any changes apart from one. The back four stay exactly the same. They were unbelievable against Reading. Obviously, we do have to be aware of the fitness with, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and a big game coming up next against Bournemouth, I think, who are near the top of the league. So we have to be wary of our centre-backs. And if the game's going well, we might take one of them off to preserve their fitness. But I believe keeping them two together is a good idea. Same for the full-backs. Spence is struggling a little bit, but we're going to keep him in. Marcy and Saville were fantastic. They maintain their place, as does Johnson, with Roberts and Tavernier as the 3. But we've put Akpom up front this time. Questions were asked about him at the end of the last game, and I want to sort of put them to bed. I don't want the media starting to jump on him. Even when he does come on and score, they still sort of question him. So I want Akpom to start, and I want him to really make an impression today. And, put right to any wrongers out there who are questioning his place at Boro, questioning where we're playing him. I want him to really show them what he's got today. And that is, of course, at the expense of Ashley Fletcher, who did score in the last game. But we've had 3 strikers who've scored consistently all season, so Akpom gets a shout to come on today. And if things go well for him, Britt will hopefully come on and maybe grab a goal himself. But the team is pretty much unchanged. So let's head to the game at the Riverside. It's Rotherham at home.
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. And hello from the northeast of England. This is the scene here at the Riverside Stadium. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And we're on the cusp of bringing you live action from one of the most exciting leagues in Europe, the Championship. It's Middlesbrough, and they take on Rotherham United. A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough. Well, here's the Rotherham United starting lineup.
Thank you.
It's always interesting to try to sum up a team's style of play, their approach. And there are many who think that it's overly conservative in this case. What do you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, it's not my preferred way of playing, that's for sure. But horses for courses, it's fine until you concede. Do they have a plan B if that happens? I'm not too sure.
With the details.
It's a goal for Norwich City.
What a ball.
1-0.
Is he onside? Sadler's onside, and what a save! What a save from Bettinelli. The ball was played diagonally, and I honestly thought he was miles offside. I'd love to know how he was onside and who played him on.
I thought we were going to get a first goal then, but
George Saville with it.
Saville to Morsey, who've proven to be a very good midfield partnership. A great balance between the two. Akpom with a good 1-2 to Roberts, who's got to take it first time.
And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on
As
to the
the
shot like
touch
that.
back to him wasn't good from Akpom, really. And the shot was straight at the keeper, but
Danger here as he
Johnson,
runs at them.
cheeky step over. Oh, just gets the better of the defender, keeps the ball, crosses it in.
And the defender
And it's
takes
dealt with
care
once
of
again.
business. I believe there's been a goal on the Derby County. Morsey.
Here is Morsey, stepping out from just in front of the back phone,
Here's Patrick
connecting with Roberts.
Well, that's how to break the spirit
Tried
of
to
the
find
attack.
Akpom, but good defending.
But he could
And
run onto
two
it here.
dinks over the top.
And he's alone
And a
at the
third
goal
dink
line.
over the top. Has him in at the back post.
Volley, but
And
the
they've hit the
footwork
post.
gets in the way.
well, it's so
Well,
difficult
what a
to get that on
chance.
target, and he so nearly did.
It's always going to be hard scoring from that angle, as it was just two long lobs over the top, really. What a big chance there for Rotherham. And you've got to say out of the two teams, and the two chances created, they've gone to
Now Saville.
Rotherham.
Fry has it. Spence.
There's Jed Spence opting to go centrally, as we've not had much luck from the wings so far. Saville
Continues it, and a
gets
long
half a yard.
and just
And
over
let's
the bar.
fly.
Really good
It
effort.
wasn't far away, I don't think. It wasn't far away at all. What an effort that is from Saville.
Donald. Sadler. This looks promising.
There's Clark on the left for Rotherham.
Played into the centre.
Good ball! And the striker's got ahead of Bettinelli.
That will do nicely.
It's a shocker by the keeper, who earlier on made a fantastic save.
Well, Derek, this is why coaches
But
tell you
just
to stop
didn't
the
come
cross
for the
from coming
ball.
in, but they didn't get tight enough on the
How
finish for it.
is the striker within 2 yards of the goal
Let's take another look at that
getting
goal.
ahead of our keeper? And between our defender, that should not be happening. Either the defender's got to get there, Bettinelli's got to come out. He had plenty of time and room to get out. Somehow Proctor has gotten to the ball first, and it's an easy finish. From being defensively solid in the last game
The opening goal of the game then.
to being defensively shocking in this.
29, Jamie Proctor.
What a terrible, terrible goal to concede.
Now Saville.
Saville now, as we're trying to get through a packed Rotherham midfield, and we just can't find any room at the minute. Not really
As
having
you can
any
see,
luck.
the visitors haven't had too much of the
By
ball.
putting
but
crosses
again,
in.
We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic.
All the ball, but
pace really hurts defences.
counts for nothing.
In abundance.
Counts for absolutely nothing at the minute. As here they come again.
Looks promising. Can he open the door to
The better of Coulson. Coulson with the challenge, and the referee's pointed to the spot.
Penalty given.
And it's a penalty.
Lenient approach, the referee, rather than cautioning him.
No booking for Coulson. Was it a penalty? Yes, it was. Clumsy. This game's gone from bad to worse. Rotherham have the chance to double their lead with only half an hour on the clock. It's Sadler against Bettinelli, and it's straight through the middle.
Well, here we see it again. It's a good penalty, you have to say. Straight down the middle, keeper's committed, and all he can do is watch it sail in. Cool as you like.
Never stick to the keeper being in the middle, because if the ball goes either side, you look stupid for not diving.
He's not happy, just look at him.
But when the ball goes straight down the middle, there's nothing you can do, really. And Rotherham have a dream start. We've not got going. 2-0 down. So, chance for Rotherham to put the ball in the box. Not long before half time.
Making sure nothing
headed clear.
untoward happened.
As now the counter-attack could be on.
Options available.
Here's Tavernier. Is there anyone who's going to join him?
Really be able to trouble them here.
Akpom makes the run. It's a good run from Akpom, but it's not the finish. The keeper is equal to it.
Corner kick forthcoming.
First chance, and it was to the man we wanted it to fall to.
Maybe it's the goal they all want.
But he couldn't put it away. Corner though.
Added minutes here. Not the pass he had in mind.
Marcy intercepts the midfield.
Boro moving the ball forward.
And Roberts
What can they do
is
from here?
struggling really. That's not going to trouble our back line as we're trundling towards the half-time break.
Fry.
It's followed a very similar pattern to the Huddersfield game. We went in 2-0 behind, or we might have got a goal back before the half, but not good enough. Understandably, the crowd aren't happy.
Well, I think it's fair to say that he's had happier days.
And Roberts hasn't been involved at all.
If you don't get back into this game, his lack of real potency will be the key factor. Defenders have marked him too easily. They've been comfortable with his game today. He's not been enough of a threat for me.
Big improvements needed in the second half.
At the Cardiff City Stadium, Alan McInally.
There's Saville.
Goal for Bournemouth. 49 minutes played.
Good ball out to Tavernier. Very good ball out. Good cross in. Akpom! And another chance for him as he heads it into row Z. Wasn't an easy header, don't get me wrong, but
well, the coach needs a chance
yeah,
to go
don't have the confidence in him at the moment.
Frustration etched on his face. Well, it's the care and attention, all that work to get in the position, and then way wide.
And a substitution in the offing.
So we're making some changes, not only to the team, but to the formation. Taking off a holding midfielder with Saville, and bringing on a second striker with Ashley Fletcher. It worked against Huddersfield. Needed to work again here.
For Norwich City, 60 minutes played, 2-0.
Thanks very much as always, Alan.
Oh, and a shot.
Easy meet for the goalkeeper.
There's the one lesser holding midfielder. That's what you're going to get there, really, with only having Marcy covering. They will get through us a little bit easier. But hopefully we can get through them a little bit easier as Marcy. Look at him go. He's been the best player on the pitch for us today. Fletcher is in, ahead of Roberts, and it's saved. Akpom is there.
Time of asking, but the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment.
It's another rebound goal for him. Not the greatest, but he's in the right place at the right time.
As a defender, all the
We
defenders
bombard the
in box.
box.
You've gotta be a pessimist.
Fletcher's
You've
got to
expect
score, really.
something bad to happen. It's back off the keeper, and now it's in the back of the
But
net.
luckily, Akpom is onside and is there to pick up the pieces like he was in the last game. And that's all you can ask, really. So we've seen there that this change in formation will give Rotherham chances, but also give us them too. We've clawed one back. It's 2-1.
So there we have it, 2-1.
And a goal for Middlesbrough. Number 10, Chuba Akpom.
In the right place to cut out.
Morsey is there again, cutting out play. He's been absolutely phenomenal in this game, as he's got us on the attack. Again, here's Akpom. Johnson. He's got more men to aim at in the box this time. We'll go with Coulson. Roberts dinks it over to Fletcher. What a goal!
There it is. Can you believe this? From 2 down, they now find themselves level.
That's what two strikers does for you. But what a find from Roberts. And what a run from Fletcher.
Let's have another look at this. He wasn't expecting
Sees
the
the
ball, but when
run
he
through the
comes to it,
centre.
he
What a
chooses to
dink.
volley it. What a finish.
And what a lovely little finish from Fletcher.
Chance to revisit the goal.
Doesn't do anything drastic, just helps it on. And this formation
Well, the happy times are back. The coach is more than delighted by his team's response.
and this strategy change has transformed us. Within minutes we're level and it's game on. Played in by
Into the
Roberts.
centre of the box.
Aims for Dale Fry.
Couldn't capitalise there.
It's cleared and Johnson's lost it to Og Bennett, who has been their best player. He's been fantastic on that left-hand side.
Beautiful pass.
What a ball that is, by the way, to Sadler. A fantastic
Dangerous
switch.
looking attack. And the
Good cross
into the
too.
middle.
Near post header.
Well, that looked to be quite dangerous.
Ooh, I
but
don't think
just
it was
a fraction
going in.
off.
But I think he was offside anyway. Yeah, miles offside. I'll say miles offside, actually. He was almost behind the ball, so not miles offside, but didn't make anything of it anyway. Morsey spraying that ball again.
On and on he goes.
Tavernier, beautiful play on the wing. What an assist this would be if he could get it in, and Fletcher's there.
Really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
An incredible goal, but look at this from Tavernier. Unbelievable skill. And Fletcher still has to finish at the near post. The keeper might be disappointed, but Fletcher with another great finish. But how about the skill from Tavernier on the right-hand side? This has been an unbelievable comeback. Substitute at the heart of it again. Fletcher puts us ahead, it's 3-2.
A big moment in the dying endless match.
And there he is again.
A bit easily.
The Boro KANTE winning the ball back again in the midfield. Here's Tavernier. Here's Fletcher.
Oh, he's through here.
Tries to pick out Roberts. And maybe he should have looked for Johnson. But this game is not over yet. Here come Rotherham again. And luckily that ball is a terrible one.
To be a throw in.
We're going to make a couple of changes ahead of the
A double
Bournemouth
substitution is
game.
going to be.
Roberts and Hall coming off. More for fitness than anything. I thought about bringing off Morsey, but he has just been absolutely incredible. This man here.
Marvin
I
Johnson.
think we found our new number one CDM. Coulson.
Sam Morsey here.
Here he is again at the centre of everything.
Difficult to stop him.
Coulson.
Into the box.
Oh, it's only punched
Not out of the woods yet.
as far as Akpom.
Good
Tries to get his shot away
chance.
and it's blocked. Tavernier. Cross is blocked. Can we get Morsey on the score sheet? Here he is. Morsey
Able to
shot.
get his body in the way.
Rotherham can't clear it. And I think their keeper will now.
As a team to force the clearance. It will be a throw.
Got them up panicking all over the place at the back.
5 minutes.
5 minutes added on by the fourth official. Rotherham look to get something from this game.
1 minute remaining.
It's a bit nervy. Spence doesn't get there. Gets a touch on it, but not enough. Trying to get the ball in the box.
Won it back.
Tavernier wins it back. And the ball is ours. And now we just need to keep hold of it. I thought at half-time this was going to be one of our worst performances. We had nothing going forward, but the second half change in strategy has transformed us. Sam Morsey will just keep the ball with this man, this superstar, who's man of the match. What a comeback. And another 3 points at home to Rotherham.
Either side could have won that. That's how tight it was. That will feel like 6 points, not 3.
One of our more satisfying wings, I'm not afraid to say.
It's accurate to say, Lee, that this man was the light bringer for his side.
Well, clearly the difference between the two sides today. 2 goals, a really good performance, ran into the channel, did everything right. Absolutely, 9 out of 10.
Fletcher come on and, well, change the game. It's as simple as that. Come on, change the game. And both games in this episode have been changed by the substitutes. The headlines after today will be about Fletcher's stunning performance and his 2 goals which sealed your victory. What are your thoughts on your star man? Well, his finishing was just unbelievable. I couldn't have asked for more from him. Coming off the bench, doing what he did. Just 1 goal between the teams in the end. You've come away with the win thanks to a second half strike. Did you feel you were more comfortable? I do in the second half. Although first half wasn't really the best. But every player did his job. I think it's safe to say. You managed to get the deciding goal and the win in the end. There didn't seem to be much between the teams ahead of the game, but you were always confident you'd come out on top. Get asked this every week. Yeah, we come under pressure, but we defended well, especially in the second half. We didn't give them much in the second half. Just the first half where they got one up on us, really.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. That's all the questions we have for you.
So there we have it then. Not as easy in the second game, but 2 wins from 2. Back on track. Mr. Roberts is in our office. I know people have been talking about the position you're playing me in. I know it's I'm ready to do whatever's necessary. I'm not sure why he's speaking to us about that. We've converted him to a cam successfully. So we'll just say that you'll do. No one's questioned where we're playing him, so I don't know where he's got that from. It is weird how he still says right winger, when clearly, as you can see, we've converted him to a centre attacking midfielder there. As we have with Marvin Johnson a bit further forward. But anyhow, 2 big wins. Not done it the easy way, but Boro never do. And that puts us, let's see where we are as we finish the episode. In 8th currently. In fact, there's a couple of teams who still need to play, I'm assuming, on the Wednesday night. So we'll just simulate the rest day. Or the training day. Never really do the training sessions. I think they'd just be repetitive and take too long. So the teams who hadn't played have now. We're all on 14 games. And we are up to 9th. So then 2 wins have propelled us into 9th position. And we are 4 points off the playoffs. So still well within touching distance. And the team we play next are top of the league. Yikes, that's not going to be easy. Bournemouth playing well. It looks like Brentford have had a little bit of a slide in form. They're down to 4th. But it's tight at the top. And we're playing the best team currently in the division next. So that will be a test. And I believe we're both the 2 highest scorers in the division as well, which is going to prove to be interesting. Where do we stack now with goals conceded? Because I feel like our defence has tightened up a little bit. 26 goals conceded. We've now conceded less than Barnsley, Rotherham and Luton. That makes me feel a bit better, although I'd still like to concede a lot less. But I think everyone's having that problem on FIFA this year, from what I've seen. Everyone just seems to be conceding a lot of goals to the game and the AI, which is strange. But that is it then for today's episode. Next up, like I say, we've got Bournemouth at home, and then, well, we're back in the Cup, and it's another tough match. It's another Premier League opposition. We head to Goodison Park in the next round of the Cup, which will be tough and will be for a place, I believe, in the quarter-finals. So that's going to be a big one. So a big episode next up for us. But until next time, guys, as always, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, do subscribe to the channel for much more FIFA 21 content. And I will see you guys next time. Up the Boro.